Hi friends, welcome to the room. My name is Karen and today we are reacting to Castlevania Season 2 Episode 4, Broken Mast. It's been a couple weeks since I watched Episode 3. I don't really remember what happened. I took terrible notes. I've been bad at taking notes. We're going to just get into the show to see if it jogs my memory as to what is happening. If you want to see these episodes early and fully uncut, you can do that over on Patreon. If you want to follow me on my other social media, you can also do that in the description down below. And with all that being said, let's get on with the show. Where do we leave off? Because I don't remember. One more time, just to be safe. Okay. This feels like a flashback. I don't like his name, Godbrand. His name gets on my nerves. I don't like his entire character. He's incredibly insufferable. It's interesting. Yep, flashback. You know what? You have to be some kind of douchebag to loudly announce your own name as you do stuff. I like that the pig looks incensed that he's going to be a meal.
Some things must be done.
She's a speaker, she's a nomad.
It was rhetorical.
Rhetorical house that she doesn't have.
Just tell me what
Rhetorical. I fucking love Alucard is so... He's... Oh. A rhetorical house that she doesn't have. I love how he's just like poking at Trevor and getting under his skin. Are these two ever gonna make out? Because please, please.
It was a magic mirror.
Also known as distance mirrors. You have the most fascinating family junkyard, Belmont.
You're a cockwart, Alucard.
Stop it! You are an adult. You do not have to rise to his every barb.
He's pissing me off like it's his job, Cypher.
Grow up.
But Dracula respects my... That's the source of his conviction.
If you love something, you act to keep it with you for as long as you can.
I would agree.
Instead, he allowed her to be killed by other humans.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't, no. He was traveling like a human at her whim. Not once did he move to protect her. Not once did he consider making her a vampire and bringing her into our community. You
maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get the background on this, but maybe he didn't make her a vampire because she didn't want to be a vampire, and he loved her, so he respected what she wanted. Maybe, you know, shot in the dark.
Of course you would. But on some level, he considers us less important than the brief life of a mistreated pet. Does that
I wouldn't call her that
to you?
his face. Is she trying to, like, make a coup? Is she trying to turn people against him?
This will be prosecuted by a confused man.
I don't know.
Has it occurred to you that you yourself, a loyal servant of the night world, a prized asset in our lives and wars, I ask you again, does that sound sane to you?
He promised me that this would be a cull. That humans would be reduced in numbers and controlled.
He is Dracula, Hector.
I don't feel like we're supposed to trust her, but I also feel like she's making very good points.
You just have to answer one question for
Making
me.
him a vampire.
What's that?
Are you prepared to abandon Dracula to win the war?
You don't say something like that out loud in this place.
Dracula's loyal forces...
What happens in
will take the
Brayla?
castle to take the town. My own forces will take the castle and unseat Dracula, saving your life. going forward to control and surround the human race.
Dracula is powerful.
If Camilla, yes? Is that her name? You know what? It's what she's going to get called for now. If Camilla is telling the truth, she's not trying to help him. She's not trying to help Hector. In fact, I highly suspect that at some point, Hector will either get turned into a vampire or die. That's one of the two options. I highly suspect he'll get turned into a vampire at some point. But to what point, to what end, would she turn people against Dracula and make them fight for her? And if she's in charge and everyone's on her side, they can, like, outcast him or something? I don't know, because Dracula, from what I gather in this universe, is very powerful. I don't know what the point of this is. And what is she trying to do?
You're right. Brilliant, Hector. They may not be. Which is why you must do something for me.
Okay.
I heard you moving across the sand.
That's very good, Isaac.
You have need of my work.
Invite me across your threshold, Isaac. Do you remember how we first met?
The only person in the world who ever lifted a hand to protect me from anything. And he was not a human.
Fair.
You are still my friend.
You're not human. Your passions are rare and pure. War sounds like a small thing for you. It's the word you choose, but it's not what you mean.
I right now have the feeling that Hector and Isaac are going to be, as Hector talking to Camilla, him talking to Dracula, that they're going to end up on opposite sides of this whole situation.
Do you remember my first words to you?
You said, I have no fear of death. It always sounded peaceful to me.
Blitz would like that horse.
Drinking fucking pig blood.
Fuck! No! We are the generals of the court of Vlad Dracula Tepes, and we deserve a
Okay, so he is
fucking
Vlad
drink.
Dracula.
The maps say there's a town 20 miles away from here.
Well, that was interesting. Runes? It looked like runes. Nice, peaceful looking forest. Is this what's outside? Does he, like, he's checking to see where they are? Does he not know?
Well, his pets were reanimated dead animals. One can understand any parent's discomfort with a dead cat doing a dance in the living room. He's a child in a man's body. That does make him easy to lie to.
You are Dracula. No one has a right to your true beliefs.
Not even you.
You are
This
your
character, Dracula, as a character, is personally for me really hard to get a hold on. Like, he's told us his motivations. He's told us why he's doing what he's doing. But it's really hard for me to grasp, is this a villainous character with bad intentions and he's carrying them out for selfish reasons? Or is this a good character who has simply just been hurt and he's acting out on that pain and he doesn't really want to hurt anyone, but he kind of feels like he has no choice, and this is all just like part of his grief and his mourning for his wife?
You, Isaac, are the only one I've told the truth to. Because I believe you are the only one who grasps the necessity of it all.
You rarely come to my working place.
He seems very aware of what's going on, and maybe he doesn't know all the details, but he definitely knows that Camilla's trying to turn people against him. Because when she showed up, it feels like he didn't want her there, like she wasn't invited for a reason. So they're just going down to a village to kill and hunt people. That's what I gather. Aren't you glad that in this day and age, houses that are built with more sturdy materials? Can you imagine a man on a horse just bursting through your wall? Vampire or not, jeez. Jeez.
You okay? My dusty old sheet is big enough for two.
Aww,
Nobody was ever lonely in this house.
that's really cute. He said nobody was ever lonely in this house. Oh, that's really nice.
So go to sleep.
He says he's slept enough. He's still poking around your family's things with a look of faint disgust.
It's wishful thinking, but are we going to get all three of them under a sheet together at some point? Triad.
How so?
I'm not sure. He's intelligent, sometimes even witty in his way. His sadness is like an icy well. It's bottomless. And it swallows up your voice and anything you try to drop into it.
Am I really sad?
All the time.
In all honesty, that stink might not be my blanket.
I love it's really sweet. I love the weird juxtaposition of all the vampires being like blood and rage and war and we hate everybody, and then here are these people in this house together just like sitting in a dark library with a candle under a blanket and like talking about how they're sad and lonely. Like, it's really sweet.
I wish you would stop doing that. It's sick.
The body is sick. It must be purged. Human corruption is a stain on the world. It was a simple choice.
Well, talking about choices, Carmilla's making a lot of sense.
Carmilla, okay, Carmilla.
We didn't need to hit Gracious right away.
We simply follow his
And
intent.
we should have been made aware that Alucard was under the Bloody City.
Alucard is nothing, a spoiled child.
Alucard knows almost as much as Dracula himself, and is almost as strong. Do it right, set up a livestock pens, and pursue the war properly.
I also don't think that Godbrand doesn't want the same thing that Carmilla wants either. Everybody's like conflicting and wants different things, I think.
I see.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's not gonna last much longer. I didn't think it would be this episode, but I was like, yeah, he's gonna die. Oh, did he do? Oh, did he do it? That's damn. Ooh. Oh, that's one thing I have to say about the show. They don't hesitate with the violence. Damn. Okay. Well, whoa. Okay. He's out of the way. I didn't really like his character anyway. I didn't think he would get killed off that soon, but yeah. Figuring out these characters' motivations and whether or not what they say is for real, or whether there's something else I'm supposed to be reading into their motivations is real, is a little difficult to figure out. This episode is very, very heavily focused on the vampires, and I would like something, maybe we'll get more focused on our trio of sad heroes. I feel like they need a collective name, but I don't know what to call them. Let me know if they have a collective name. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Okay. Bye.